or a game later, Fabregas was going up by one as well and catching up to Matic. So it's quite good to see, really, but because they were not right next to each other and the ratings were pretty much exactly the same. But anyway, Hazard has gone up by one. Not really improved much there, just attacking position and aggression and interceptions. Lacazette, 85 rated now, brilliant. Yeah, can't complain with that really. He's 23 games, scored 18 goals, 9 assists, and yeah, average rating of 8.1, which is brilliant. Definitely worth the 32 million I spent from Olympique Lyon. Anyway, Diego Costa gone up by 2, which is great. 31 games, 24 goals, which is Lacazette and Diego Costa have actually scored exactly the same amount of goals in the Premier League by 14. Diego Costa has less assists, he has 5, whereas Lacazette has 7. So actually, by on paper, actually Lacazette is actually doing better this season than Diego Costa, which is a surprise. But and he was actually injured at the start of the season, so yeah, that's something to bear in mind. Obviously, Falcao played 2 games. I don't know what it is with him, but he's grown a bit. But you know, I'm not feeling it with him at the moment. I actually offered Felipe Luis as well because he was unhappy because he wasn't being played. That's only because I had Baines, but he was being played, which is confusing. I just don't get FIFA on EA. It's just screwed it up. But basically, he felt threatened and he wanted to leave, basically, because Baines was there, but he was injured pretty much half of the season, and he was still playing games. So anyway, it was his logic. Anyway, so I included him in the bid with Falcao, and I basically pretty much offered his transfer value a bit more with Felipe Luis, and they accepted, and that's how I got Falcao. Anyway, Van Ginkel has been playing brilliantly. He scored an absolutely amazing goal for me in one of the cup games I played. I think it was, Capital One Cup, and oh my god, it was literally. I think it was Salah again, this time assisting, obviously, Van Ginkel. And it was from a corner. I saw Van Ginkel at the edge of the box, literally. Another swerving crossed in. Van Ginkel took a touch, literally smashed it, hit the crossbar and went in. Literally, I can't remember who it was against, but it was an amazing goal. And it was a good keeper as well. So, yeah, I'm quite happy with him. He's growing quite nicely there. Look, his physical stats are really, really nice there. So, actually, me signing Gustavo, he's actually got competition to actually be in the first team in front of Van Ginkel. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. Short passing up by 6. That is insane growth. So, yeah, he's been playing quite well. And he's happy, which is the most important thing for me because, you know, he's a young player. That's the most important thing. If they're happy, they're good. They're more likely to grow. So, yeah, okay, right. Nkulu, as I said, he got to 82 rated. So he's grown by 2. Stats there, not too, not amazing, but you know, good enough for Premier League and Champions League-ish. So you know, he's a good bench warmer and super sub. So you know. Anyway, Oscar is unhappy because when I had Matic and Fabregas, I always used to start Fabregas, and he's not growing quick enough for me. I have put him out I put him on the loan list, if that's what you call it. And, you know, he's only scored 2 goals and 7 assists, which is okay, I suppose. But, you know, I would have thought he would do better. And, you know, his average rating is 6.7 as well. That just says it all. I mean, he's not been amazing, but he's not been really poor either. So, you know. Yeah. To be fair, actually, when I actually play with him, though, he always does the fancy passes and they always pull off. So, actually, I do like playing with him. Rather than Fabregas, to be fair, and I think it's just because he's got the 4-star skills, and me on FIFA, I'm just more of a player with skill rather than anything else. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, Cesar Azpilicueta, right there. You know, grown a bit, not too much to shout about. He hasn't grown any rating, so yeah, that's that. John Ruddy, grown a bit as well. 4 clean sheets. He's actually had half of the games he's played. He's had clean sheets, so yeah, he's had an okay run of form, 7 rating on average. So, yeah, what can I say? Mohamed Salah, oh my god, he's been so good for me. So good. He's basically, yeah, look at those stats, you can't really complain. He doesn't look great there, 6.5, but he's just played so well for me. 23 years old at 81 rated, he's got a long way to go. Definitely going to overtake Willian in the next couple of seasons. If William doesn't improve anymore, because he's just going to take past him, it's obvious. And he's growing so well. Look, those physical stats, the sprint speed and acceleration just help so much, especially with your 4-star skills. So, yeah, that's good to see. Anyway, Kalou has actually done better than Falcao. I actually played them two up front together with Diego Costa, and Falcao was through on goal, smashed it basically, and it was against the Reading game. It was in Reading, and I think it was Federici made the save, and he rebounded straight to Kalou, and it was an easy finish basically. But Falcao should have scored it. I just don't get it. It was literally right at him, and it was 1-on-1. No idea what he was doing, what he was thinking. So yeah, that was really confusing for me. Really, it was. I put him on the transfer list, and then I just took him straight off it after that game because he's just been playing really well, and obviously I brought him back. So let's hope he can get another Champions League with him. That'd be nice. But yeah, okay. So next is Casey Palmer. He's got a poor run of form. Okay, so he had his first game not in the Premier League, but I was wrong with that. But in the for Chelsea anyway, for the not under 21s, and I don't know if you've seen him in the under 21s. If you haven't, please type him up on YouTube. He's an absolutely insane player. He's so quick, he's so powerful basically on the ball, and I can actually start to feel that in the actual game. But yeah, so basically that's that. So Casey Palmer is just brilliant. I just think he's brilliant, and if he doesn't grow to at least 78 rated by the end of this career mode, I will be, oh my god. But I just love him. He's basically a great player. Aina played one game for us in the Premier League, 4.3 rating. That's because I brought him on towards the end. Wasn't too bad. Basically, can't really say much about Aina. Anyway, Boga, right, here we go. He's a brilliant player. He's similar to Palmer, but he's just quicker, but he's not quite as strong, basically. But he's got the physical stats there. He's got the stamina, which is the key thing, which means I can actually start him in games and actually play him the whole game. Whereas Palmer, for some reason, EA, a lot of younger players, they can't have the stamina to do things. So basically, 54 stamina there to 76. I often start Boga. That's why he's grown a bit more and played the more games. And I Loftus-Cheek, 13 games. I've actually had him on the bench a bit. Been brilliant for me, basically. I can't complain. He's had one red card, though. So, but yeah, he's been playing brilliantly. Christensen, he played his first game in the FA Cup. He did quite well, as you see. 7.3 rated. I can't complain there. Got the clean sheet, he's just done his job as a defender. So, yeah. Atsu, I put him on the transfer list. Can't complain, really. I need to stop saying that. I can't complain. But yeah, he's more like Salah, but just a weaker, less skillful version. I just, that's basically it. And his stamina's dreadful as well. He's 66, It's just good enough to play the whole game, but, he really struggles towards the 80th minute. Blackman, he played a game, and look at that rating. I actually played him in the Premier League. He played so well. I actually can't remember who he played against, but he played so well. He actually made a quadruple save. I'm not even kidding. I think it might just be because he's 6'6", but basically it was a shot from one of their strikers. I can't remember. It might have been, I want to say it was Norwich, but and oh my god, it was brilliant. And basically it was a save to the right along the ground. He saved it, parried it. Ivanovic cleared it, but not very well. So then they headed it back at him. He did literally got up and then pushed back, hit the crossbar, went out again, and then went back to one of their strikers, hit it right at Blackman, and then that deflected to around where Terry was actually at the time, but he couldn't get to it, and it was a little sliding push from the players there, and basically he just managed to hold it. But it was an amazing set of saves there. But anyway, so Zuma, he's unhappy, and he's been playing so well for me, so actually I want to start getting him in games more. Probably I might start him for Cahill if he's actually threatened. He's a brilliant player, basically. I mean, he's 6'3", and he's got 83 rated, so yeah, basically that's that. Charlie Musonda played a couple of games, not really done much. Tika Musonda, transfer listed him, he's done okay for me. He's not strong enough for the Premier League, and he's not a high enough rating. Okay, right. Thorgan Hazard, brilliant player. I actually want to play Thorgan Hazard one game, hopefully in the next couple of games, with him in where Fabregas's role is, and put Eden Hazard on the left, because I want to play them together to see how they do. I think I already have. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that game whenever it comes. Right, Callas been playing well, can't really complain. 6.6 rated. He's gone up by 1. That's that. Luis Gustavo. Obviously we just signed, and Kinviv we've just signed as well. I'm not too sure about him. His jumping is his best stat by 92. But I'm not too sure. He's just a bit of a. He's happy though, so that's good. So he's just there just because for the case of being there. But he's obviously had a pretty much 100% record in the Capital One Cup, scoring 3 goals in 3 games, and it's been okay in the Champions Cup as well, Champions League, and Premier League has not done too well on. But he's been all right. So Drogba obviously there. We already talked about Drogba. So he's played 1 game, scored 2 goals, 9.3 rating, but he doesn't actually play for Chelsea in this season, as it's already been said. So that's why I've only played in 1 game. Cuadrado, loan at Roma. There you go, gone up by 1. It's good to see. He hasn't actually played in the Champions League. So that's that. Isaiah Brown, or Izzy Brown, great player in the under-21s. I'm actually looking forward to start playing him next season. He's at MK at the moment, and he's been growing quite nicely there. Dominic Solanke as well, brilliant player on loan at Fulham. Look at that, 1 game. Well, it is only 1 game, but 1 game, 1 goal, 1 assist, 8.3 rating. That's brilliant on loan as well. So I have no control over it. That's just brilliant. So that's that. Islam Farouz we already saw. He's growing nicely anyway. His dribbling's growing quite quickly. Nathan Ake. There we go. Not much to say about that. He's been playing pretty poorly actually, so that's no wonder why he hasn't had that many games. But Sheffield Wednesday probably been already knocked out of the cup by now. But there you go. Davey played brilliantly last season for me. He's on loan at NK Dons as well as who was it? Izzy Brown. So hopefully they actually play together. That'd be good to see, because that means if Alex Davey does get a massive boost of potential, that would be great. But I don't see that happening, to be honest. But there you go. Lucas Piazon, great player on loan at Newcastle. 12 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. Pretty average performance, really. And there we go. We're back at Courtois. So, that's the squad report, the squad ranking quickly if you want to see. Aiden Hazard at the top. You would expect that because he's the highest rated in the team. Thiago Costa, you would prefer you would hope he's higher up, but you can't really complain about that. Kalou doing quite well there. John Ruddy, decent form. And there we go. So I'm just going to rush through that now because that's so much of the squad report now. Okay, so let's advance. Let's hope we don't get any injuries. And we're going to play a game against Watford. I want to actually start Akinviv here. Courtois might actually start complaining now because he hasn't had a game in 2 games. So, but yeah, Salah wants to play as well. So I think I'll just put my second squad out and then change a few things. Right here. Okay, so team management. Right, let's put. Where is he? Akinviv, the new signing, and let's put Ruddy on the bench. And yeah, if you're wondering, guys, I am 16 years old and I've literally just finished my GCSEs. So yeah, I'm happy about that. That's why I'm actually broadcasting at this moment. I've got time on my hands for the first time ever. But yeah, so right, okay. I want to start Gustavo as well because he's just signed for us. Take Masonda off the bench and put Loftus-Cheek on the bench as well. So yeah, basically, okay, I'm feeling that's a decent team to play. Who else have we got? Okay, I'm not actually worried about the other people on the bench there. I think that's a good team to play against Watford. They're a decent team. Okay, actually, I'm going to start. Where is he? Christensen, there we go. Because he played well the last game I played him. So this is pretty much a very similar team other than Akinviv and Gustavo playing. So if anything, it's exactly the same team as I played last game. So there you go. So yeah. Right, so we're going into Watford. Obviously, Kalou's the captain because he's basically the only player in the squad that's played the most amount of games for us. So that's why I put him captain. He's basically captain of the second team. Anyway, right, so obviously at home, let's have a look at the, well, here's our lineup. So, Yeah.